this straight before we go live so the audio doesn't get all screwed up like it usually does.
Well, hurry up. You got seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like 20 of them. Well, hurry up. You got seconds.
Got it. All right. Now I can't see. Who's first? Off track?
I'm last.
Kathy in the Berg. Timothy Ratliff.
Up shortly.
Is that Sean on the off track? Yay! That was for Rusty.
Yes, that was definitely for Rusty. Welcome back to the Off Track Syndicate, where I think that the term earlier was we're missing Rusty tonight. So there's what was it?
Somebody said that Rusty's absence leaves a hole.
I said it left a huge hole.
No.
Oh, okay.
You said it left a huge gaping hole. That was the term used.
I don't think I said gaping, but I said he leaves a hole. Big hole.
Well, okay. Maybe I filled in gaping.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice visual for everybody.
So tonight, we have Melissa Sippy.
Howdy.
We have Kinsey Amtrak Richards.
Hello.
And me.
and yeah, the Knights who say knee.
Knee. Yes.
Or the other Chris.
Yeah.
No, he's going to be in here later.
Yes, the other Chris is supposed to join us for the second hour. For the
first
blank
Chris.
game. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The youngins.
So I was yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I
Both
brought
of them are
the
youngins.
huge gaping hole that Rusty has left us with, because we're gonna fill it in with, doing his choo-choo train,
the milk cow thing.
Yeah. So I have a couple stories that I could start out with, and he's traveling. That's what he's doing. He's fine, so don't worry about him. In that train of thought, do we want to talk about traveling via air or traveling via train first?
Well, train, of course.
Train.
Yeah, Melissa loves a good train story, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't show you the video.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I can't show you the video, but if I can find, there we go. People at a what is it? Bihar Patna railway station. I believe that was in
Nailed it.
India. We're in for a shock when an adult film started playing on the TV screens installed at the railway station.
Oh,
was
no.
it at least a film about a train?
No. Well, I can't say that there wasn't. I can't say that there wasn't a train involved.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, there was probably families there like, oh my God.
Yeah. It took place on a Sunday at around 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, well, that's in India, so I'm not sure what their schedule is.
Right. Yeah. The people at the station were baffled when the adult film started playing instead of the advertisements on the station's TV screens. So, yeah.
Making memories.
I found this story a while ago. The video, gosh, do I want to make this joke? The video that I found makes me think it must have been Asian type video because everything was blurry.
Oh,
Pixelated.
oh,
But I think that was just because there was porn playing on these stations and everything was blurry and it was shared on Twitter. But yeah, found it a while ago and it was yeah, there was definitely not your normal advertisements being played on a train station platform.
No, they were educational
Wow.
films.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
you
that
could
Biology.
learn something. I
that
suppose.
totally went off track. Holy
It's-
crap!
Yeah,
You learn what position buffering is.
A friend of ours who he's a friend of the show also. He has a an RV, and when it's he lives kind of far not far from base, so when they have intense schedules, he will park his RV on base just so it's easier to go to work because there's always a little RV campground on most bases anyway. So I guess he was watching porn one night, and his Bluetooth connected to the speakers on the outside, and he didn't know it for a long time. I don't know how long. I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, give or take. Probably longer than that. But and then he woke up and he said it was still on. Like nobody, nobody like, hello, hey chief.
yeah, that's not what you. No, that's not a surprise you want to have happen. Yeah. So
I have always wondered because with this modern technology, such as right here, where you all are shared on my TV off of my phone, and my phone is a little monitor for me too to go ahead and look at and watch. I know I can project out and screen share or smart view videos from my phone and still see them on my phone
right.
so that somebody else can see them. And I know there's a pretty decent length on there, so I'm wondering if anything has been accidentally shared in any of these truck stops or campgrounds or anything like this by the full-on video.
You would hope not.
Oh, Rusty's camping right now too. Maybe we should ask him.
Yeah,
Oh wait, he's not here.
he's not. He's not good.
No.
If we hear anything about Rusty's experience, we'll probably hear it on the 5 o'clock news tomorrow.
Yeah. Or the early bird sunrise edition. Yeah, speaking of all of this technology, I don't know, has anybody been talking about AI lately?
You mean like chatbots and stuff?
Yeah, GPT and how the meeting of the mind happened this week. Meeting of the minds. Yes, with all the big tech gurus like
I'm not familiar with that.
Elon Musk and the co-founder of Apple. Did you know they had the meeting?
Wait, Steve Jobs is back?
No, the other one. The one that's still alive. Anyway, there was a bunch of them, and they called all of the big brains of AI for a meeting. I didn't know you guys didn't know about it. I would have pulled up some more facts. So now I'm just like flying from the seat of my pants because they want to slow down its progression. They want to kind of take a step back to let people or get used to it, because the way it has been advancing is just orders of magnitude beyond any other technology advancement we have seen in our lifetimes. So,
In an open letter signed by Musk and Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, technology leaders
Wozniak.
urged for a six-month pause to the development of such advanced AI, saying it represents a risk to society. 6 months,
Judgment Day.
and they're not going to stop everybody,
well, no, I think that's only for the U.S.
right?
I'm not sure it's for the rest of the world. So, I mean,
Would
it's
taking a pause make a difference anyway if we're talking about AI developing out there on its own?
I do, because because I kind of have to trust them because they know way more about it than I do. I'm just sitting back and observing, and hopefully one of them can write my resume tomorrow.
But in 6 months, it's still going to be the same people working on the product that they would already be working on now. So
and they probably will be. I think it's just the access that the public has. And
so it's the public that's causing it to be bad?
I think the access to the public is helping find the bugs, find the especially I think the safety measures that either need to be in place or that failed.
I'm writing a book of how to smuggle drugs into the United States. What's the best way to, what would be the right way to make it realistic?
Yeah, that's right. I wish I could remember. I tried to look on my phone for screenshots. I saw a guy yesterday morning. He's a professor from England, but works at UC California. And he simplified it for something my brain could say. And shit, I wish I would have brought it up, but it made me feel better. Like I know some people are going hysterical about it, about the sentience of AI and stuff, but I wouldn't worry about it. Or are you worried about it?
Well, I don't think that this break's going to do anything for the sentience because it's learning on its own, observing everything in the background of whatever it's hooked to anyway.
So you think by observing us, AI is going to copy that? I mean, it already copies like what you see, but I mean, do you think it's going to become sentient just by observing us?
I guess it would depend on what you would mean by sentient, because the problem with people is usually there is emotions involved.
Right. Yeah. Well, you have
Even if a computer would be self-aware, that doesn't mean it cares one way or another.
Wait, people are emotional?
not all
Yeah.
people,
I
or
don't-
some have limited capacity.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, because they got the sentience, sapience, consciousness, all of that. But we don't understand so many things of the brain yet. There's a lot of things we don't understand about our self-awareness. So if we don't understand it, how can they copy that?
There's a lot of things I don't understand about people's brains.
Well, I mean, we
Maybe that's
can't
just me.
but do so many calculations in a minute, and they can go ahead and just completely obliterate us out of the water within 1 second's time on that skill level. Just because we don't. You got to remember, there's enough observation and algorithms and everything to where they can predict a number of things, which is why that the father that got upset that Target was sending his daughter ads due for cocoa butter and other pre-pregnancy type products. He was ticked off about that, and then he ended up finding out from his daughter later on that she was pregnant.
Oh,
And it was those observations and stuff with Target and everything there that saw what she was doing, picked up the
oh, what she
trend
was buying.
and started advertising to match it.
Yeah, and that was probably a matter of, oh, look at all these things she's searching right now.
Yeah.
Or
the other
on
things that she's already
Facebook,
buying.
She's on, yeah.
Yeah, that's been around for a while. But from everything that I have learned, I need to learn more about this AI, how to use it. I had my son teach me how to use Bard, the Google one, because if we don't learn to use it, it's going to make it more scary. I think, in my opinion. Like, I know, like, some of us old timers and stuff, we hate the new things. Like, back in my day, we drank water out of a hose. Well, yeah, you got to get with the times in order to not be that much afraid, I think.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still scared after that documentary, I, Robot.
The documentary, is that the Will Smith documentary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep your name out of my robot's mouth.
I don't know. I don't know. They don't sound that scary. I mean, if somebody as old as Timmy the Pilot can mess with it,
Yeah.
anybody could do it. I just,
Well-
myself, I don't have interest.
Well, the question is actually whether or not we do reach sentience or not, and what's going to have people afraid at that point. It's not whether it's actually sentient or not. It's actually whether or not it has a moral code associated with that and what it is.
Yeah.
We can't even teach
And
humans
who
to have one. I
programmed
mean,
it?
how can robots pick that up? There's another guy who you might be interested in because he used to work for Google. I don't know, he still does maybe. But he's on the side of the argument where he believes that they already are sentient. His name is Blake Lemoine, and
Was he the priest? Who's supposed to be
no,
talking to it?
no, he's a bigwig programmer. Like he's like one of the smartest. He actually turned down that meeting with Elon Musk and all of them. Let me see if I can bring him
Must
up.
be a bigwig then. Yeah, because I remember doing the story about I think it was a priest who was supposed to just be talking with the Google's AI, and he was convinced that it was sentient, and he went to the press and got fired and whole big thing.
Yeah, well, it's easy now for them, just like Kinsey was talking about, like algorithms based on what you purchase. I mean, Google's been doing that. Facebook is really, really bad for doing that. I could, go on my computer, like my desktop, and search for something, and then later on I get a notification on my phone from Facebook, which I wasn't even on my computer. So, yeah.
Just to play with our listeners, what we should do is each week we should pick a word that we're gonna work into conversations like 20, 30 times during the show, and then see if everybody's phones then start showing them
That's
advertisements for that kind of thing. Like shoes. I think Timmy and Sean had a conversation a while back about shoes, and then they were getting ads for shoes constantly. Yeah.
Yeah, this morning I saw on a commercial one of those glass mats for your office chair,
Yeah.
and now it's
Yeah.
all over my Facebook.
Hmm. Yeah.
You would hope that these same algorithms that sees that you're trying to purchase these things to begin with would see and recognize when you actually purchase the product so they quit sending you the freaking advertisements.
I know, right? I already know. I bought it. Leave me the F alone.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now. So
Yeah,
stop.
you're going to be looking at it on your phone, your email, and everything else on your computer for the next 3 months.
Have you ever found it to be helpful?
The ads?
Mm-hmm.
No, I tend to end up ignoring them completely.
Ignoring them, or like, have you ever looked for something or searched for a product and then they showed you a different product that might have been cheaper or whatever?
No.
No, I have that extension on my computer, Honey,
Hmm.
and I use that. I actually use it a lot.
Depends on how you define helpful. I have seen it recommend things that I want.
But can you buy it?
Yeah.
Depending on which bill I want to not pay, possibly.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, it is funny the things that just the normal stuff can track right now, right? You guys know what AirTags are? Apple AirTags.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Kinsey?
have one. I'm not an Apple person, but
No, I don't mess around with Apple, and I probably have heard it before, but it's not popping up. I'm not recognizing it.
So basically, it's a little disc. You can throw it on your keychain. You can stick it in your coat, your laptop. You can stick it on your laptop,
Your
that kind of-
luggage.
Apple version of Blue Chip.
your kid.
or tile.
I used to have a
yeah,
tile
little
one
square
I
time
remember
ago.
Tile.
deals. Okay. A suspected truck thief was tracked down by the vehicle's owner because of the Apple AirTag. He had an Apple AirTag on the vehicle and was able to track it down. Found it 20 miles away in a parking lot of a shopping center.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Hey, yeah, it's exciting. Use technology to track it down. Instead of waiting for the police, one of the owners got out, confronted the car thief, and then fatally shot the suspected thief.
Oh, dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotions are running high. That's not an excuse, but damn it,
Right.
that was
Right.
dumb.
Yeah. The only person who fired shots was the owner of the truck. Um, so, for those of you that will use technology to help track things, that's a good thing. Don't take the law into your own hands. Don't go shooting someone because they stole your stuff. It gives legal firearm owners a bad name.
Yes, because in that situation, I mean, I don't know the whole story or whatever or provocation, but in that case, yeah, it's cool just to sit and wait for the cops for a minute.
Yeah, if you want to go to the place, go to the place. Just watch them record what they're doing. Follow them around until the police get to them. But dang, don't don't murder somebody.
For one of my other dogs I had a few years ago, I had, because I just used to let him free roam because he was such a good dog. But sometimes he would just go a little bit further than I'd like. And I can't remember the name of it, but it was a tag that I used to put on his collar, and it would show me exactly where he was in the neighborhood.
Call it dog tag.
Dog tag.
Looking at that map might scare you once in a while.
But it's a GPS. It was, and they've come a long way since then. That was like 2015, 14, I think it was. Yeah.
I've seen where they done this with cats and took a couple of paths that the cats would wander around at the town, and how consistent and how much of a habit they had on taking the same path each day.
That's cool. I would like to see a study on that because, I mean, the biologists, like marine biologists, they tag, or yeah, not marine, but biologists tag birds and whales and dolphins and stuff just to see their pattern. But I like that it's for, I kind of like that it's for, the general pop.
Right. Right.
So
and
we
then
can
there
use
are
it
people
for.
who stick a GoPro on their dog or their cat to see what they did. Those are some interesting videos to see where they went to. But
Now I'm gonna go down that YouTube rabbit hole later. Thanks.
yeah, you're
Oh
welcome.
boy,
You're welcome.
What did
there'll be some videos you can't unsee right there.
Timmy said they only work with the distance of someone's Wi-Fi network. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the AirTags, actually, I think they connect with anybody who has a iPhone. It'll ping it and tell them the iPhone network, whatever it is, where that tag
Piggyback
is.
off of somebody else's phone.
Right.
Oh wow. Like a repeater.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
If it gets within the distance of somebody who has one of those devices, it'll send that info back.
Well, I mean, still, if it would work off of a Wi-Fi signal, if you're in a Walmart parking lot and you're close enough to the building, you got free Wi-Fi off of Walmart.
Yeah.
That's right, Gilly.
That's right, Gilly.
You've gotten Wi-Fi off of Walmart? I've never considered trying to use Walmart's Wi-Fi.
You'll be surprised how
And
many
McDonald's.
places you actually can go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi. A lot of your fast food restaurants, Walmart, some of your department stores. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's secure.
Hell no.
quote unquote.
Yeah, there were, for those listening, there were air quotes used there. Yeah, that. No.
Oh, air quotes for your AirTag.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And, yeah, and so Timmy the pilot saying anyone's Wi-Fi network. I don't know. I don't use the AirTags. So I'll just take his word for it that it'll work on any Wi-Fi connection. I thought it was just the iPhones.
I stopped using the tiles because I would lose my phone more than I'd lose whatever my tile was attached to.
But the thing with the tile, you could double click that button and it's supposed to then make your phone sing to you.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you can find your phone.
Yes, it does.
I have figured that out myself, crouching down and smashes my keys in my pocket, and then it starts chirping and my phone starts making noise, and I just end up cussing at it.
So you have tile for your keys?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
If you lose your phone and stuff, there you just have it synced up with your Google Home stuff or anywhere else, and Google, Siri, whichever. and say, "Where's my phone at?" And it'll
Right.
list the type of phones that you had recently, and which one ever match you pick that one, it'll make it ring for you.
That is correct. You could even go to a stranger's phone, pull up the same app, log in as a guest, and find your device that way too.
Hey, Samuel, tell me a joke.
What did the Terminator say to his last
What?
Vista? Motherfucker.
Hasta la vista, mother.
Good job, Gilly. Good job, Gilly.
Good job, girl.
All right, we'll be back after this commercial break. Yeah, dude, and so on. Yeah, we'll be back.
You know, it's always dangerous for on air Melissa to go,
Samuel's
ass.
joke.
yes.
Yeah, she said it, and I'm like, oh gosh.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember somebody sharing a video of a woman that has just gone postal over at Walmart. And she was talking about how other people needed God. And this was the gospel from Samuel L. Jackson right there, just right out there. Language and everything.
Hey,
Hasta
Samuel,
la vista.
what's your name?
Mother.
My name is Samuel L. Jackson, sometimes known as Bad Motherfucker.
2 in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
anytime
this
you ask
one's
him
on the
that, he's
YouTube
gonna-
break.
Yeah, I know. Does that mean that Samuel pays?
Quiet.
That means it did not make it on Mojo Airwaves.
I know, it was a
Oh, okay.
joke where I didn't drop an MFer.
Uh-oh. Here we go. So, Chris, did you say you had an airplane story earlier?
I did. Yep.
Do we
So
want to run back to that?
we want to start with that one? Yeah.
We can.
Okay.
Oh, also about the blank game tonight, we gotta let them know how to call in. It's different number tonight
It is a different number
because
tonight
Rusty's
because
not here.
Rusty took the phone with. Well, Rusty didn't take the phone with him, and
Rusty left the phone at his house.
yeah.
Nobody's got it.
So, all right. Well, let's lead it with that. I'll throw this up at the end of the segment as well, but if I can find it, here we go. So, different phone number for tonight's and my head's in the way. Different phone number for tonight's purposes: 253-205-0468. And then, when you get connected there, you have to enter the meeting ID, and I'll have it up on the screen here, but it's 380-828-4704. A little more complicated tonight, but you can call in. We've got some people going to join us on the panel, and give us a call, and we'll do the. Actually, I'll just leave it up here for this segment. I can't guarantee my head won't be in the way though.
Good idea. I have it on
Move
the.
eventually. I mean, it's not so big it blocks the whole thing out. Give it 10 minutes.
Yeah, well,
I'll put it on the little ticker too.
yeah. So
Whoa.
one of the best things about flying, right, is that you're tucked in this sealed container with all kinds of awesome people that you just want to be best friends with.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
every
what-
single time.
right?
Stuck in an overgrown cigar tube, smelling each other's parts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So telling us a bit of a story here. It was approaching midnight on January 9th when Daniel David Becken boarded American Airlines at Miami International bound for London. So a short flight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay. He quickly became overwhelmed by a nearby passenger's farts.
Oh. Oh, that's horrible.
Should have had one of them Ionic Breeze portable editions around his neck.
Yeah. Yeah. At the 2-hour mark in his flight, he got up and found an empty business class seat, which I guess is a no-no. You know, if you're in economy, you can't go find yourself a better seat on the plane, even if it is empty.
Even if it's full, you shouldn't do it.
Yes. Yeah. So a flight
You
attendant
got a story to
found him.
tell us there, Bill?
Not today, and it has nothing to do with the Mile High Club. I swear to God. Go ahead.
So a flight attendant found him and scolded him and told him to go back to economy. He offered to pay for the new seat, pay for an upgrade, all that stuff, but nope. The time was past. The plane's already in the air. I guess you can't change your seats there.
Oh, because of the manifest, I guess. Timmy the pilot,
Something.
you want to weigh in on that?
But he was a cargo carrier. He didn't carry people. He didn't carry
Yeah.
farting
You didn't
people.
carry people.
Yeah. He started shouting vulgar language and spitting at the flight attendant. And
Spitting? So the guy that was the receiver, not the farter, the
right,
one
the
that
guy
was
who
receiving it.
proceeds to
Okay.
escape the tin can of farts. Right.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, spitting and vulgar language and let's see here.
He was mad.
He was mad. He was mad. Ended up punching him, making him fall on the floor, hit his head, all that stuff. So he has then assaulted the flight attendant. So those farts must have been pretty bad.
Was he the only one? Did it only offend his
the
nose?
only one who brought it to a fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone that was sitting around him was probably thinking, I cannot condone it, but
But I understand it. Yeah. So what did they do? Halfway in the flight, they turned around and went back to Miami.
What?
halfway?
Halfway
For a fodder?
Uh-huh.
Is
for a fighter.
too many R's. A fighter.
He was a
Son
farter
of a
fighter.
bitch. Wow. I really want a burrito right now for some reason. Link, call waiter real quick.
Crave case of White Castle sliders would be great too.
And I'm just gonna pat myself on the back here. Okay. I losing connection on my. I keep losing connection here. Sorry.
No, you're solid here.
So yeah, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I did consider tracking down, being the journalist that I am,
Ooh.
tracking down those involved and finding out how exactly it sounded
Oh.
so that I could share it with everybody here.
I wonder, can
But
you?
I didn't because I'm better than that.
I'm proud of you.
Are you telling
Good
me
job.
that somebody did it for you and you have it ready to play for us?
No,
Yeah.
No,
sorry.
Do
you're
you?
just not dedicated to your joth.
Was he sitting in the seat next to him, or he was just in his vicinity?
It was just a nearby person.
Because in an airplane, I think it's really difficult to hear it but if you're close enough, you could definitely feel the vibration.
Right.
No, it's turbulence.
I don't think it was the hearing it that his issue was with. I think it was his inability to breathe.
So this was not someone that recently suffered from COVID.
No, it was an attack on his olfactory.
Yeah.
That was probably one positive thing about masks on airplanes.
What? No, it was proven. The fart molecules.
The fart
through
molecule.
the mask.
I don't know. Around that time, I was when I was dog sitting. No, it was a drop-in for a person that was very, very dirty, and the house was disgusting. And I have extra masks I left in my car, and I had to put it on, and it made it a lot better because the dog and then the cat litter. Oh my God! Oh.
The
It
molecules
was
still
so
get
bad.
through, but if you smell the mask, it'll help cover up the other smells
What
that you're
I
still
didn't,
breathing.
I did not care about the science at that point. I was just glad that I wasn't, because I don't. How do I say this without you ringing a bell? I don't gag easily, but that smell was. It was almost like a dead body between the dog and the cat litter. It was absolutely gross. So
Yes.
yes, I did use a mask.
Except for
I
nose.
would be very tempted to fold up and stick a dryer sheet up underneath the mask too, if it was me.
Yeah, I got a little like Febreze spray yeah.
Axe body spray.
I don't. Ugh.
Oh, one
Axe
spray
and
of
cat
Axe
litter.
body spray can be smelled like 100 yards away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I went into a Love's the other day because I wanted a few things actually, coffee and whatnot, and that's all I smelled was Axe.
Yeah, those truckers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mother truckers.
I had
There
a
you go.
conversation with my daughter. She was complaining about how the locker rooms smell at the school, and I go, yeah, that doesn't get any better.
No.
And I told her I just remember being in the locker room myself as a high schooler, and it was BO and Axe body spray because that just covers up everything, right? Nobody's gonna notice you didn't shower after gym class.
Oh,
You just coat yourself in Axe body spray, and yeah, no, it's fine. It's perfectly
First it smells like foot and ass, then it smells like foot, ass, and perfume.
all right. We haven't done this yet. Hey, Kinsey.
Hey,
in
Mel.
the Navy. How's
What?
that birthing smell?
Wait, you were in the Navy?
You're here in the Navy?
You were too. Oh my God. Are we related?
Well, why didn't you tell me this?
Sorry, it's breaking news.
I feel left out.
Yeah. It was horrible. It was rancid. It was sharing the same birthing space with over 350 other individuals.
And they're not like bunk beds. They're 3 high.
They're pan racks. They're 3 high. And you got so much space in there. They are like pretty close to on top of each other. The favorite thing to do was the new person on board when they're asleep. You go over there and scare the living crap out of them awake, and they try to set up, and they got this red line right across their forehead because they don't have enough room to set up.
You know, it was really gross. That was popular when I was
The
in.
bathroom?
Not in the female birthing, but in the male birthings, was the mad shitter or the ghost shitter or the secret shitter. Because in the
Can we clarify something here?
Mm-hmm.
For a non-Navy guy, you're saying birthings. That's like where you're sleeping, right?
yeah,
Bedroom
like
area,
dorm.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Dorm.
you say, well, not the male birthing, but the female. That's something entirely different now.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
It's
Wait until you figure out-
BERTH, like a birth, not like a BIRTH.
Wait until you figure out what a head really is.
I'm gonna go get some scuttlebutt next to the head.
There you go.
Yeah, so you have to fold your blanket a certain way, like boot camp style, because the birthings can inspect it. You know, your supervisors come through and walk through, and especially, well, not just underway, even in port, some weirdo, somebody with definitely mental health issues, will take a crap in somebody's blanket and then fold the corner over, and they don't know it until they. And on my first ship, I thought, wow, that is really weird. But on my other ships, that happened too. It's like a thing. They like, I don't know if it's communal living. Like, I don't know if this happens in like group homes or other communal living facilities, but
And from your perspective,
thing.
that was happening in the women's area. Too,
that
right?
that was the men's. The women's area, that was a little different.
Okay. all right.
Once in a while, you'll have something like that happen in the women's area, but it is an anomaly.
Yeah.
Do
If
they
it
call that
happens
an
in the
upper
men's,
decker
it's a
too?
regular thing. What?
Do they call that an upper decker too?
Upper
On
decker.
the top bunk?
They weren't even on the poop deck.
That's on the back, by the way.
It's on the backside.
Sean
Yeah.
on the YouTube chat says, Axe is gross, overpowering. Bod makes some fresh, subtle sense. No.
What's that?
Well, okay, maybe it's changed in the last 20 years, but I remember Bod. Bod was, at least in my day, had little clear bottles, and it was like had a squirt trigger. So whatever you're gonna,
I knew a
spray
girl like
yourself
that.
with a trigger, no, is not gonna be fresh, subtle sense.
Oh, for for all the girls out there, remember Gina Tay and Charlie. It's probably before your time, but back in the younger days, Gina Tay and Charlie are probably like what you guys are. Yeah, you're too young. Probably the equivalent to Axe. Gina Tay. Sorry if y'all still wear that.
Yeah. Oh man, I never cared for Axe. It was no, just too much.
I
I'm
didn't
sure
know
I
that.
overdid it with the Aqua Velva, which I know was an old man's it was an old man's cologne even at my time, but
Like brute.
I still liked it.
Brute.
Brute was a
remember.
good one. Yeah.
Back in the 80s, it was all about Drakkar and Polo.
Yeah.
For the guys, and for the women, it was Obsession and White Diamonds. But we always bought not the real ones. Always go to the Asian store downtown and get the knockoffs.
Can't say that.
Now,
Is it
when
Asian store?
was it in vogue to get your personal fragrances imported in a glass bottle that is molded for a shape of some of your favorite trinkets? Like, I got a small collection of these little cars that
Oh
the-
wow!
you remember those growing up?
Yeah, and they have
Yeah.
like the
Avon,
screw,
right?
the cap screw.
Yeah, the cap screw, and the cap screw is strategically hidden somewhere, like on some of the old cars. They'll mount a plastic little luggage that is mounted to the back of the old timey car, and that holds that. I got a couple of like a pheasant and a turkey that is the bottles, and it's got the plastic neck that holds it on there.
Yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure those were Avon.
Oh wow. Maybe I think you're right. Cause yeah, my grandfather used to get a bunch of those for Christmas. I don't think he ever used them. Did you ever use them, Kinsey?
No, I never used them. I got them because they were part of the collection from my grandfather that he had, and I just kept them for keepsake.
They
Yeah.
were too pretty.
I
Too
bet-
pretty to use, right?
Yep.
I was a kid when I got them. They were cars.
I get it.
Glass
I get it.
cars.
And then by the time you got it, these were like decades old cologne. So you
Yeah.
really want to use it.
Nope. Not at all.
Timmy the Pilot in the YouTube chat says, Old's piss is the best.
Old Spice is back, like in style. Like that's what all the young kids are doing because they got all of these. I almost said flavors. No, scents. They have all of these body sprays and scents. Old Spice is in.
But come on. The other things that, God bless it, I feel so old when I start complaining about this. The things that these high school kids now are into. All right, let's go back to knee-high socks and just stretch them all the way up there. when you're wearing shorts, and mullets are back.
Their hair.
Why?
Their
Have
hair
they
for the
started
past
tight
few
rolling
years.
yet?
What?
What's that?
Have they started tight? You don't remember tight rolling, where you fold your pant leg over and you roll it up there about ankle
That I
height
have
for
not
your?
seen.
I've never stopped. Hey, the other day when I went on one of my dog walking jobs, I put my socks over my jeans.
There you go.
Look like a leg warmer.
Well, I mean, you were battle ready.
I am. Always. Fight like you train, train like you fight.
There you go.
Hoorah, Navy.
Have we heard? Have we heard the bad news coming from Canada?
Bad news
Wait
from
a
Canada. No such thing.
Yeah, it's terrible. An invasive species of crossbred super pigs from Canada could eventually become an issue for the United States.
Regular
Don't we all-
regular super pigs, or are they like boar like, or
We talking wild or farm?
Wild.
Are they any worse than what they got in Michigan?
are we
And what they've got in Michigan.
They've already had feral hogs that they've been having problems with up in Michigan.
Well, they may have already come from Canada then. You know, we know Texas and Florida have wild hog problems, but those places, you know, those pigs can't handle the cold that they have up north, so they haven't, they haven't moved up there.
nobody likes frozen bacon?
It thaws.
Yeah, I mean, you're
It
supposed to use it. That's how you keep bacon, so that you have it stockpiled.
Yeah, you freeze it, thaw it out.
Freeze it,
Okay.
throw it in my sous vide with a little bit of bourbon.
There you go.
Okay, now I'm hungry.
I still want a burrito. I'm sorry.
But yeah,
You can
these
make a
are
weave to put on
crossbred of domesticated and wild pigs, who are larger, hairier, and smarter. And again, sorry guys, Rusty's off
Smart.
this week.
Damn
Sorry,
it, Rusty.
That's such a weird time for me to say that. But yeah, larger, hairier, smarter, and
They're
They-
already smart to begin with, so that's kind of scary.
they reproduce really quickly.
I am
They got
more afraid
crossbred
of
rabbits.
those than AI.
So I, for one, am ready and willing to serve our new super pig masters on a plate, on a BLT, on whatever it is that that I can get them onto. So I'm good with that.
Yeah, buy a
You know them
hog.
You know them pigs have no problem eating you too, right?
They are
Gotta catch me
mean.
first.
Where's the bell? Where's the bell?
Oh,
The
it's
pig's
out
gotta-
of my reach.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean they'd have to catch me first.
So can
although they work well.
so what are they doing about them? Are they gonna cull them somewhere, or can we go up there and hunt them?
That I don't know.
And then
I don't know if we can go up there and
and take them back?
stop it. Yeah, there's not a physical border up there for them to stop them. So at some point they may end up coming down here to the United States, and then we get to, well, those up north get to deal with it.
It'll
Those in
be
the
a
middle of the country. maybe.
long
We'll see
time
what-
before it gets down
They'll,
here.
they'll filter their way down, because just think, Melissa,
Kinsey.
do you remember a point over there in Mississippi in the past where you virtually never saw an armadillo?
No, I haven't. I'm not from here. I've only been living here since 2008.
Well, living in Kentucky, I virtually never remember seeing any armadillos.
Mm.
And as a truck driver, I had to get further closer to Texas and start to get down that area. And they've been spreading.
Yeah, I
Them-
saw some in Illinois a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they are nasty and invasive, and just they're all over the road, like some truckers I know.
Can you
Yeah,
whack them
them-
with
them
a
pigs-
croquet mallet?
You don't want to touch them. You can get leprosy.
Yeah, they're. I don't know what their purpose is. I've never done a deep dive on an armadillo. Oh, that sounded weird.
Dig holes in your yard and be a pest.
Yeah, they are. I've never seen one in my yard, but they are all over. I mean, I don't go to the store. Like, a day never goes by where I don't see at least one dead armadillo.
Mm-hmm. I used to never see them out where I was at, and then I ended up being on this dedicated run, going from Missouri over through the into Illinois, going into Kentucky, and running down I-55 before you get out halfway through Missouri. You started seeing them, a dead possum every 2-3 miles constantly.
Are you sure they were dead?
Well, I mean, half of their guts were spread around.
Yeah.
If they survive through that, I don't want to be messing around with them. But no, them pigs are probably going to end up doing the same thing, spread down here just like that.
Yeah, unless we
I
have
think
control
pigs
of
would
them.
do a lot more damage than an armadillo to a vehicle, though, right?
To a vehicle, yes. And quite realistically, probably get into more things and tear up more things by their own free will than an armadillo would.
Right, because the problem
smart.
with the pigs is they're smart. They avoid being hunted or trapped, and they end up digging into the ground, digging up crops and things like that. And that's the issue, and that's why down in Texas I don't know if it's completely free reign, but you go out and get whatever you want, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, you just go at it.
Timmy the pilot has the answer. Take their passports.
Take their passports. Yeah, so I'm sure that'll do that.
You know, that's what we need to do. We don't need border enforcement. We just need to confiscate passports.
Yeah.
That'll
Wow.
work.
Right.
So, who's anybody calling in tonight? Tim, are you going to call in? You going to play the blank game?
You know,
And the number to call in there is 253-205-0468.
Yep.
you know Rusty's
Meeting
going
ID.
to try to call in and keep anybody else from winning anything, right?
Rusty's gonna call in, you said?
He better call in.
I bet he will.
Hmm.
He'll want to know what we're going to give him for a prize.
The same thing. He's going to have to go into his closet and just keep it for himself.
There you go. Wouldn't it? It's
So-
starting to make me think of Holly there for a second, talking about the closet.
And then once you call in to that number, enter in the meeting ID 380-828-4704. It's right in front of my face. I don't know why I can't read it. But yeah, that's the number to call in for the blank game in this next hour. And who do we have joining us, Kinsey?
Supposedly there's rumor that there's going to be a leprechaun here, and also some chick from Southern California, and there's somebody else, some Packers fan or something like that. Somebody like some loser football team like that. I think.
Oh, looks like we're having some issues here on the line. Michael Ray and Timmy the pilot wants to know if two people can call in.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be an infinite number of people to be able to call in. It's just you only let in two.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about that tonight.
So, suddenly I feel like this story here. I'll do it real quick before the end of the hour. The Newmarket, New Hampshire Police Department
New
New Hampshire?
New Hampshire?
and the FDA say they're investigating reports of people feeling sick after eating Angelo's Amore ice cream at Roots Local Cafe and Catering.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Gelato or
The police say that several unrelated people started checking themselves into the hospital for dizziness, weakness, and exceptionally high heart rates.
From ice cream?
Some of them tested positive for THC.
I was just going to say.
Oh. Will
Yeah.
that cause a high heart rate?
We got somebody we
Can't
can
say
ask
that I have any experience.
at the top of the hour.
Yeah, I figured that would help mellow somebody out.
Well, I don't know.
Wow, that's brilliant marketing because then you just keep eating more and more ice cream.
Right?
Well, I
Except
want-
they'd probably shut them down.
Like,
I wonder. I wonder if it was CO2 extracted cannibal.
Cannabis?
I can't remember the word right now.
Cannibal?
Yeah, the cannabinoids or whatever.
Cannabinoids?
I wonder if never mind. You said it says positive for THC, so they didn't take any of the bad stuff out then, or the good stuff. I mean, yeah, that stuff.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
How much ice cream you been eating, Joe?
I know.
You know how I like ice cream, man.
Chocolate chip.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
Moose
about friendly. I
tracks.
just felt like reading that story after you said who we were going to have on the show.
Oh, Kathy and the
victims have
bird.
recovered.
Yes. Yeah. At the top of the show, yeah, we'll definitely have an expert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the victims did recover, so you can rest easy. And I'm sure they did as well.
Did they find who did it,
It
or was it the company?
well, yeah, it was an ice cream shop.
Oh,
Was
So that
it
was an
a-
in-house deal.
Was it legal but an accident?
There's no mention of that.
Hmm.
I doubt it was legal if they didn't know. All right, so give us a call. We'll have some people joining us for the blank game at the top of the next hour,
hopefully.
and we'll see how it goes. All right.
I think I left a clue somewhere around here. I'm going to have to find it so I can talk for the next hour.
Yeah. So I mean, Kinsey, you're going to be better than the normal guy, and
Really?
be prepared with questions, right?
I got more questions than I actually need for this show. I got enough to do probably 3 or 4 times over if it needed to be.
Well, but I mean, do you know what you're going to ask? Because the normal guy doesn't.
Well, I mean, they're
Actually,
all
glad he can't
written
hear me
up here.
because, you know.
I got one already picked out for Brandon. Hold on. That reminds me. Invite. You beat my invite in here.
Doing?
You beat my invite in here.
Well, I was listening. Hey, sweetheart, how are you, my
Hi.
dear?
Wait,
Good.
we got a listener.
I missed your hello this morning.
I went to St. Louis yesterday, a friend's celebration of life. I'll wait for Jen to log in.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, little sister.
All right, I'm going to have to unmute them.
Anyway, I was in St. Louis yesterday. A friend of mine, they had his celebration of life, so I went up and visited with everybody I hadn't seen in like 20 years.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay. Nights is froze. Okay, I'll be right back. Nope.
Hello, little sister.
I guess it'd help if I had my mic down, huh?
Yeah, it's
Hello.
easier to hear. How's my audio? Good, bad, indifferent.
Sounds good on my end.
Okay. Yeah, yesterday was a long day. I got up about 1, got out the door by 6:30, made it as far as Metropolis by 7:30 last night and went, okay, I'm going to get a room. I'm tired.
Yeah. That's good.
Hit Lion's Choice up on the way home. They have a to-go thing. Cost me $22 damn. But they put it in a little heater bag.
Food isn't cheap anymore, in case nobody gave you that memo.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think, pound of roast beef would be $22.
Have you seen the prices of stuff at the Walmart drive-through? Or not Walmart, McDonald's drive-through?
No, I don't do drive-thrus. If I can't walk into the place, I don't eat there. Of course, I don't do a lot of fast food anyway.
Where they used to have a dollar menu and stuff, you're paying $2 for the plain, simplest, smallest hamburger. Oh, here we go. And Mel, get in here. You got to let people in.
Missed it.
Welcome to Off Track Syndicate, where things just go wrong behind the scenes, and we hope that we have enough stuff in play to be able to make up for it, but we'll see what happens here. And anyway, we are getting ready to go ahead and start the blank game. We got one Sir Laird Leprechaun from Guthrie, Kentucky.
Good evening, everybody.
We have one SoCal from somewhere out in the land of fruits and nuts out there, right?
What was it going?
Well,
And who do we have in that other spot? I can't tell who it is. There's a glare on the head that I just can't make out who that is.
That would be Chris. Dang it, Chris on the Twitters. Yep. Dang it, Chris. And I apologize for my background. I expected there to be a Rusty here, and that background was just for him.
Aw.
What? You expected there to be a Rusty.
I did expect there to be a Rusty, and this background was just for him.
This is free for us. This is a more polished show.
A more polished show, you say?
Yeah.
More
And they put you in charge?
No,
I think they're
I'm
doing
not in
drugs.
charge.
Oh,
I
okay.
drew the short straw.
Okay.
That's a difference.
I mean, I could believe it's a more polished show with the person directly to my other side.
Thank you.
I just moved everybody around.
The radio consummate professional that is Melissa Sippy.
Yeah.
there we go.
Jazz hands.
That makes the most sense.
All right, so people call in area code 253-205-0468. After that, you'll be prompted to enter in a meeting ID, which is 380-828-4704. And there is nothing else you should need to hit directly afterwards except for maybe a pound sign or something. And you'll get processed through, and hopefully Melissa will let you in, and you will be a call-in contestant for the blank game.
As Kinsey said, we can't promise that there will not be a pounding involved tonight. Good thing. Yes.
So I see why Rusty's son is in the chat. So that's what he's doing. Russ, call in.
Russ should go ahead and not just call in, should convince his
I think we
father
should
to
get
call
Rusty
in.
to play against Russ.
Yes.
There we
Yes,
go.
we need a family feud going on here.
Wrong game.
Well,
We can't shake hands
still.
and kiss everybody.
Well,
Well, you can.
You want to shake Rusty's hand or kiss him, either one? Because I mean, just look.
Who said that we all haven't?
Nope.
True.
Nope.
I was there when there was a lot of booze drank.
I was going to say, were there roofies involved
Roast.
in this instance?
That was a day that
There
ended
was-
why.
There was a big fire too.
Huge. Ginormous. It was a bigly fire.
I missed out on
The
first
fire
one.
department came.
Yep.
There was a huge gaping fire.
It was
And
a
Yeah, they were
huge.
Breathing
concerned that a
heavy?
meth house might have gone kaboom.
Well, we were hoping that the next door meth house would win. Anyways.
Well, if it goes kaboom, then I mean, all the goods get lost and you can't recover anything afterwards.
There was also
It's
a
okay.
there was also a toilet out there too.
There was
Yeah.
a toilet
Yeah. Good times.
next to the fire. It was too close to the fire for a little while. Couldn't use it.
Yep. Hot cross buns.
You want to know how I know that Rusty didn't travel via airline
Oh, we got somebody in the waiting room.
for his, his vacation right now?
Bring them
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Call. Go ahead.
You may not be nuts about it, but TSA considers your peanut butter a liquid.
Ah.
So it has to be in a
Carry-on
clear
needs to be
container.
3.4 ounces or less.
3.4 or less. Rusty would go postal if he actually tried to have that on there with him.
Caller,
Could you?
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nice!
Rusty!
What? So what? Yes, peanut butter is a liquid, and if you don't have at least 5 pounds of peanut butter, you're backing up.
Well, good then. Good. Yes.
Yeah. So
Dude.
that's how I know that Rusty
Did not fly.
not fly, because
Okay.
he can't go anywhere without 5 gallons of peanut butter.
I think he's probably also on a no-fly list.
Well, there's that as well.
Possibly.
Could be.
You sound better than you normally do every week, Rusty.
No, surely not.
Uh,
Oh, I see Miss Audrey.
He
in the
looks a
room.
lot better,
Hey, Miss
too.
Audrey.
Where's the rim shot?
Hey, hey. There you go.
So-
All right.
are you getting Russ to call in? What's going on here, Rusty?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He's up. Yeah, I don't know if he'll call in or not, but maybe somebody will. Maybe we get Audrey to call in.
Come on, homie, call in.
We have a radio professional on the line. People are probably intimidated.
Where?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I completely missed the first hour. How did that go?
Man.
They had a
it was
first hour?
completely. It was completely horrible because you wasn't here. Everyone was asking about you, and yeah.
Wait, she's not here?
Audrey says she can't. She's at work. So dang it.
I thought, who was that trying to call in? Michael Ray?
Sure, get him in here.
Timmy the pilot? Timmy, I thought you were going to call.
I could grab my phone and call in and be Rusty's competition, but then I'll
No,
automatically
no, you
win
can't
too.
do that. No, you can't do that.
What? I got my vote again? How'd that happen?
Well, I mean, I don't understand why people don't call in right now. This is their best opportunity to beat Rusty.
I'd be all over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Beat Rusty like a rented mule. Come on, people.
So the wife and I, we went camping this weekend, and we just got back today, and we were spending time with Russ and my wonderful grandson Emmett, who
Emmett.
I really have only seen since he was a baby, like little, like just a few months old the last time I seen him. So, whoa, Audrey says she'll beat Rusty with a wet noodle. Whatever.
And how old is Emmett now?
He is, don't make me lie, 7? Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
haven't seen him in like 7 years, 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
That's
Yep.
nice that you're getting to visit.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking about taking off, which they're not going to like. The rest of the week, I might work a day or two, but so Michael Ray says tried to call in, says unavailable. Try it again, Michael Ray, because I think they seen you for a second and then you disappeared or something. I don't know.
Right.
Also, figure out how to dial the phone properly.
Well, there's that.
Well, we do have the added complication this week of essentially 2 numbers to dial in with. So we understand, but we don't condone not calling in.
I'm glad you guys figured that out. I learned something new tonight.
Hey.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask this. What do we all know about the Spanish Inquisition?
What?
There was an Inquisition.
And it was
I think
Spanish.
they were
Spanish handled it. They
were questioning.
Well, what's the one thing that you know about the Spanish Inquisition?
It was Spanish.
They had
They were
questions.
looking for heretics.
It happened.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition? Really? Nobody thinks about that?
It was a bunch of Spanish people questioning stuff. I don't know. What are you looking for?
Oh boy.
It was a very different kind of questioning.
You've never heard the phrase "nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition"?
No.
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 What?
No, it must be a you thing.
They didn't see it coming.
It's a Monty Python sketch. How have you got?
I knew it was a you thing.
I've seen all of them, and I don't remember that one.
When you say Spanish Inquisition, the first thing I think of is History of the World Part 1.
The Inquisition.
Exactly.
Well, dang. All right. Well, it's a Monty Python thing. The guys are in their red robes and all that stuff. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Well, it turns out that for the Spanish Inquisition, they were given 30 days notice. It was read on Sunday. Everybody was given warning, and if they were doing wrong things, they had the ability to make amends without, bad stuff happening. But you guys had to go ruin it. Thanks,
Ruined the joke.
Well,
Just
we try. We
come
try
on.
to do that for you nights.
Terrible, terrible.
Wow.
Funny! Very amusing.
Russell, call in. I see him over there talking.
Yep.
That sperm counts down globally.
Oh yeah, it has
50%.
been. So has penis size apparently.
Sperm counts down.
Rusty,
globally.
I don't like your son.
Hasn't been
Monty
that 5
Python
years
is
enough in
subpar.
time.
So has
Who's ahead?
All right, so who's our second on the line?
hello caller.
Yes.
Who is this?
That sounds like a
it's that
pilot.
old guy.
Sounds like a really old.
Well, the boomer figured it out.
If Father Time can figure it out, then anybody can.
Oh my god! I love that scoreboard.
Oh my gosh.
Father time.
All right.
I guess that means we got enough people to go ahead and get this game going then, don't
Let's
we?
go.
Let's go.
Do we have
Do
the
it.
music?
Do it. All right.
No music. Oh.
Welcome to the blank game without Rusty Lugnuts. So he didn't give me any of these files, so I got to make this stuff up on the fly. And we have questions here for the blank game. Now, since the first caller is Rusty J. Lugnuts, we are going to give you this question first. By the way, explain the rules real quick. I will be asking or reading a sentence or a question with a blank. The panelists write down what their answer is going to be and hold it, and then we will go to the contestant and have them answer the question. We'll see how many answers match between the contestant and the panelists. So, are you ready for your question, Rusty J. Lugnuts?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. All right. Brenda had said to her son, "It's not true that I wanted a daughter instead of you. Now shut up and put on your blank." Brenda told her son, "It's not true that I wanted a daughter instead of you. Now shut up and put on your blank." Everyone got their answers written down?
I feel like this is kind of obvious. Ugh.
It looks like everyone's got everything completed here. So, Brenda asked her son, "It's not true that I wanted a daughter instead of you. Now shut up and put on your what, Rusty Lugnuts?"
So I was torn between two answers, but I'm going to say dress.
All right, dress.
Shut up and put on your dress. Now, my other answer was going to be bra, but I went with
Now-
dress.
Do you see how we have trouble, Rusty, and you give us all crap and you say, your first answer. We don't need to know your second answer. See? It's hard, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Boom.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I
then.
say the audience says, what does the audience say? Boo! Boo!
Whatever.
The audience says this. That's exactly what they say.
No, come on. They loved it. They
All right,
loved it.
let's start this out. And you said dress. Do you, Mississippi, have dress?
Oh,
Dress.
ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Man,
Good
I
job,
gotta
Rusty.
get used to where my buttons are at. I got a right answer on here somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Wow,
boy.
Kenzie.
All right. Knights Husseini, do
I
you
am-
have dress?
I am disgusted that both of Rusty's answers crossed my mind. I said dress.
All right.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
All right. One Sir Laird Leprechaun. What's your answer?
I too thought bra, but then it wouldn't be right. You wouldn't see it. So I too said dress.
Woo! Oh crap! Timmy's got a
All right.
competition tonight.
Looks like
Boy, Father Time's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You were having a full run on here, it looks like. Mr. Branham, what do you have?
Well, I think it's closest, but I wrote skirt.
Not the
Yeah,
same.
same. No?
No, skirt's half of a dress.
He's already got 3 points.
He's all right.
I almost went with condom because Rusty's from Alabama and
Yeah.
What?
It's
And-
not her
We're gonna have
sister.
water balloon fights, right?
SoCal?
Okay, well, that was my first answer, but I decided to change it, and I made it.
A bikini.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Hey,
Unfortunately.
Whatever.
All right, so we have already, what, 3-0?
3-0 is what the scoreboard says.
How am I supposed to be with that? Really? Still on election, damn it.
Well, old man time, you're competing against Rusty. The
Yeah.
bar's not
And-
high.
I know.
All right, let's
Whatever.
give Timmy something.
All right. We'll go ahead and move on to another one then. Are you ready for your question there, Mr. Timmy the pilot?
Yeah, the color.
He's ready.
Hi, Timmy.
All right. This one
Hello.
should be right up your alley because you were probably alive then.
Uh-oh.
A caveman said, "I just went to a very unusual wedding. A dinosaur blank the bride." Caveman just went to an unusual wedding. He said that a dinosaur had blanked the bride. It's not just what's the obvious answer. It's what these idiots are going to write. These people are going to write down for their answers that you have to match. All right,
I see,
Timmy the pilot.
I see there's no help from the peanut gallery.
No help for
Thank-
that.
thank you.
Well, no.
Okay, my
So
answer
you're-
is 8.
8? As in, like,
Yes, not the,
after 7 and before 9.
ATE.
it's not a number. It's AT.
All right. So your answer is the dinosaur ate the bride. All right.
What, you?
Melissa.
I went with the obvious answer.
There's an obvious answer.
No,
Married.
Married.
Give it a
Because they're at the wedding.
Married the bride?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought of that
Nope.
too.
Oh, she was thinking that Timmy was the dinosaur.
Married.
Knights
didn't
at
cross
St.
my
E.
mind. Married did not cross my mind, although neither did 8. I said road.
Well, I was thinking they're at a wedding.
Okay.
He's either going to marry or give away.
No.
The,
Dino, not
the dinosaur rode the bride?
Yes.
Be the other way around?
It couldn't have been a T-Rex.
Different. No,
Okay.
Leprechaun.
his
What do you
arms
got?
are too short.
I am like everybody else. He ate her.
He ate her. Yeah.
hey, thank
That's
you,
awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Chris Branham, what was your answer?
Yay! Eaton. There you
Yeah,
go.
eaten. Hey, close enough. They get that one. Ding
Yep.
ding.
Ding ding.
And SoCal, what do you have?
I kind of was on the
Give it-
same lines
give
as Knights.
Boinked.
Boy.
What?
Oh.
Blink your car to work every day.
This is a close game, guys.
Yeah, it's a
I
pretty
see
close
you guys
game.
aren't old.
Well,
You guys aren't old
Yeah.
enough to remember that. I do.
the dinosaur blinked the bride. Okay.
We're going to have to go quick and see if we can go ahead and squeeze another one in here, all right?
Go.
Now. All right.
Not all
Are you ready
dinosaurs are
for your next
carnivores.
question, Rusty?
Yes, let's go.
All right. Mr. Branham is complaining. He said, my wife thinks that my head is an egg. Last night she tried to blank it.
That I have.
Branham's wife thinks that his head is an egg. And last night she tried to blank his head. What would be the perfect jackhole answer to fill in this blank? Does everyone have their answer yet? Rusty J. Lugnuts
Crack it.
tried to crack his head.
All right then.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
There you go.
one.
Melissa, what answer do you have?
Mount.
Nice.
Mount. Oh,
Mount's an egg.
Well,
Nice
yeah, like to
and
lay
sandy.
it to keep it warm and stuff.
There you go.
We have to give
Ni-
consideration to the time
Nights
of
that-
year, right?
Knights at St. E. What's your answer?
He tried to dye his head.
Oh, because of Easter.
Man, thought of that.
Well,
What
It
the-
could have been cracked. Boil. I said boil. Hard
Oh.
boil.
all right,
Crack this
Mr. Branham, what happened with you?
Boil.
Boiled egg.
Boiled.
And SoCal.
I literally thought of that, but I decided to go for.
Yay.
When Jen
You're
thought
welcome,
rusty,
Rusty.
she thought crack.
And you got one
That's
out of that
understandable.
round.
You're welcome, Rusty.
Uh-oh.
All right. All right. Let's see if we got enough time to fit in one more. I'll get
Go,
through
go,
the
go.
question. All right. The surgeon had
Yeah,
said,
talk fast.
all right, the surgeon said, the man I'm operating on must be a magician. When I reached to pull out his appendix, I got a blank instead.
Say that again.
The surgeon said that I must be operating on a magician. When I reached in to pull out his appendix, instead I got a blank.
Oh, man.
Everyone got something written down? I got one thumbs up.
I didn't have time to be creative.
All right. Timmy the Pilot, what's your answer?
Gotta be rabbit. Got to be rabbit.
Rabbit. Okay. What do you got, Melissa?
Oh my goodness!
A rabbit. All right. What do you got, Knights of St. E?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. All right.
Ah, crap.
Leprechaun.
Rabbit.
A rabbit. All right. Mr. Branham.
It was a
Uterus.
trans man.
SoCal. Original white rabbit.
And the winner is Father
Father
Time.
Time.
Holy crap!
Whatever.
Give
I
me
was
the pilot
cheated.
right there.
Whatever. Send my sticker. Just
Call
send my
in. We
sticker
need
the
2
mail,
fresh contestants for the next round.
Victims, I mean contestants.
There you go.
You know, it's funny because when I look at my answers, it literally says bikini boinked crack white rabbit.
Sounds like a song
huh.
from the 70s.
If somebody
You're
finds
writing a
this,
song, huh?
yeah, if somebody finds this in my house, they're gonna go, "What the hell?"
And what is Rusty saying in the YouTube chat?
He
I
was
was robbed.
Yeah, probably.
A skirt eaten boil uterus.
Ugh.
Oh, that's not good.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's not even.
Now I'm really hungry.
Rusty, just because you lost, we don't want you to feel bad. This is just for you.
The father of love, light, and all things good. Professor Reverend Rusty J. Lugnuts Extraordinaire. Coming to you live now with On This Day in History.
With beach music.
And he would respond with, I don't know, whatever.
Is Rusty still in the Navy? He can't handle the sausage like he used to. You know that, right?
All right, Timothy Ratliff, Kathy in the Berg. Call
Yeah.
in.
And all you guys that are listening or watching on YouTube that aren't in the chat, please call.
Yep. 253-205-0468. And then 380-828-4704.
Bingo.
If Rusty can figure it out, you guys can
If
figure it out.
Rusty, exactly.
Father Time got it right.
Did you guys see where VA lifted the mask mandate?
Who did?
Really?
You can bring it. You can go ahead and bring that in when we come in off the break. Then here we go.
So there was some wailing and gnashing of teeth in the YouTube chat.
There's a lot of weeping too, actually.
Yes, I mean, I would really think by this time of night, the little girl howling and crying in the YouTube chat might have gone to bed.
Don't call Rusty a little girl.
But, it was said, I was cheated.
Terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
That one's just for you
that
too,
would be
Rusty.
Anyway.
Was that Al
on,
Franken?
Yeah.
Now that we're done picking on Rusty for a little bit, and we're waiting on two new contestants to play the blank game. Leprechaun, you were saying before we went out of the break.
Yeah, VA came out on March 3rd, to be exact, and it's from them, from Veterans Affairs. The Office of Public and Intergovernmental Affairs has relaxed their mask requirements. You're no longer required to walk in the door masked up. Now, they will still keep the mask guidelines in if you are in a high-risk area, such as the chemotherapy units, acute inpatient medical surgical units, the intensive care units, the post-transplant units, dialysis units, etc. Masking will also be required at all times for individuals with suspected or confirmed cases of the Ronas. Now, if they suspect that you have one, won't they just arbitrarily suspect that everybody has the Ronas and make you wear a mask? I don't know.
Everybody should be suspected anyway, because you can carry without symptoms for what, 8 to 12 days?
You're wrong.
No,
Okay.
people experience it different. Some people never have symptoms and have it. You could have had it and not even known.
See,
That's funny.
I probably still have it. I don't know.
The funny thing about the VA, yeah, they have the website messaging. So here you go for your government health care. I said all of these things I haven't been keeping up with, especially after the pandemic. Now I'm ready to go back. And some important things I haven't had, like mammograms and stuff. So I emailed them. It's been 2 weeks. And I haven't heard nothing back.
Lep will help you out with that mammogram. I'm sure Rusty probably would if you swung by his house. There's a number of people that'll help you out.
Melissa, how would you ever have gotten into the VA? Were you in a military branch?
Yeah, I was a naval person.
You were in the Navy?
You were in the Navy?
Wow,
Navy. Still in the Navy.
In the Navy.
Yeah, so anybody that has to deal with the VA, yeah, my sympathies, because it sucks.
It is
2 weeks and they haven't answered you yet, huh?
Nothing. And it's on the secure messaging. It's on the messaging part. And that could be seen by supervisors. It's like kind of out there. And I got
That's
nothing.
just sad.
Mm-hmm.
I messaged my primary care doctor last week. She wasn't even in the office. She won't be back until Tuesday. They responded to me in less than a half an hour with one of her teammates.
Oh,
and
good.
Had the referral that I wanted or that I asked for done before the end of the day.
Oh, see, well, that's the difference with VA. Let's hope you haven't cut an artery, but you call them, it's generally 90 days before you get in the door.
Yeah.
You can
So it's like Canadian healthcare.
Yeah, you
Yes.
don't want government health care. It's really...
And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, we need socialized." No, you don't. No, I have it. No, you don't. No.
Yeah, I have it on good authority. That's the best for everybody, right? Government health care.
Anybody want to hear what Doc Thompson thought about VA wait times?
Yes.
Hashtag Future News 2045. Yeah. VA very close to cutting down wait times. Really working hard at it.
They're going to cut those down a couple decades yet and work that out.
Getting really close to a solution.
Jeez.
All right, somebody call in 253-205-0468. Then put in the meeting ID, which is still plainly visible over here on one Knights at St. Nee's screen. Meeting ID 380-828-4704.
Michael Ray, Michael Ray, I guess can't, huh?
You know how everybody here lately has been harping for creepy, sleepy, kiss 'em, feel 'em, sniff 'em, Uncle China, Pedo Joe to reduce everybody's school debts by like 10 to 20 grand, which is, if you have $100,000, what the hell, 20 grand off? So who cares?
You're giving Branham a stroke right now.
What is that?
I don't know. He viscerally reacted to what you were talking about.
Well, I mean, we all know he's a putz and cardiac waiting to happen.
Not Chris, the other guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but you weren't calling Chris a putz.
He hadn't even got to the whole student debt part. He was just describing Joe.
Oh, okay.
I understand.
It's pretty accurate.
It was.
Yeah.
That was a great description. That was well done.
Very accurate. I got a deal from CNBC. They have a list of the 10 most regretted college majors and degrees graduates wish they had pursued. And I looked at the list kind of quickly, and I didn't see underwater basket weaving. I guess that's still a viable course. I don't know.
I think most of them positions have been filled. There's been other things.
Oh.
So
yes, go ahead.
That's a good question, SoCal.
Yes. Where are the callers?
Like they don't love us.
Anyway, the careers that they said were that they least regretted, and some of these I don't understand. Computer and information services, that's a giant growing industry. How can you not make money at it? Anything to do with computers nowadays, especially, coding, and that's big bucks.
Wildly overflooded.
I think that's it. Just
they ship so much of it over to India nowadays because they can pay them half of what they can pay an American worker to do it.
Exactly.
I went on USA Jobs. I was on there yesterday, and it's full of IT jobs.
Oh, is it? Well, and
packed.
Everybody's laying off though because of the recession. I mean,
true.
Google just laid off 22,000 people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, everybody's laying off. They have no recourse except to make the money. They got to lay everybody off. Criminology was another career path that.
We have a caller.
We have a caller.
Oh,
see, who's the caller?
State your name, caller.
It's Timothy Ratliff. How are you guys this evening?
Hi, Timothy Ratliff! Woo! Yay!
We're waiting to see if we can find somebody that's going to compete against you or not.
Okay.
And we have so far, I think, probably has had the highest scoring game night so far compared to the past about 3 weeks combined. You think, Chris?
Yeah, I believe so.
And we're only halfway through. Yeah, I never have seen Rusty score that much in like less than 20 minutes and still lose.
Oh, that's messed up. Say, hi, Barbara. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Miss Gilly.
Hi, Lip.
Eating puppy.
So we need somebody to compete against Timothy Ratliff here. Come on.
Come on, Kathy.
Yeah.
No balls.
Kinsey, I forgot. In my stack of show prep, I forgot that I found a resolution to our airline flyers conundrum.
The peanut butter thing?
No, not that.
Oh,
the
was
aromatic
upset with the farter.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Earlier this year, Dyson revealed its first audio product. A pair of headphones that promise to not only block noise, but unwanted airborne particles as well, thanks to the built-in filtration system and mask.
Need to have that on a plane.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the guy needed when he was flying, and the passenger was farting around him.
Must be better than a KN95.
I just think it's funny that Knight's had a stack full of show prep. Come on now.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Who are you kidding?
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Show prep?
Yeah, exactly.
Who let this guy on the show?
Wait, off track with show prep? Come on.
What?
I mean, I do show prep from time to time.
Oh, it was great. Well, it was pretty good.
I do show
that
prep
one.
from time to time, but I mean, I don't let it come in here and mess up this show,
Right? Exactly.
Here's the thing. This is off track with show prep. So
What?
imagine with no show prep.
Flying by the seat of my pants.
Do not stick that there.
So, Timothy, what have you been doing here recently? I mean, you're here waiting for somebody to challenge you. We might as well get some input from you.
Just working where I work. Busy as always.
What is your employment? if you don't mind me asking.
Have you ever heard of a place called Insperity? It's an HR services company. So we do that.
So
We
you
handle
work,
small
you-
businesses.
do you work with Betty?
Go ahead.
From accounting?
Betty? No, I do not work from Betty for the accounting. Different department.
She's a hoe. Oh, we have another caller. We have a challenger
right.
for you, Timothy. Caller, state your name, please.
SK.
SK. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, I'm dialing the wrong number.
How in the hell could you dial the wrong number? There are so many of
Well, I
them.
have it in the I have it in the phone, the old number. And then
Oh,
I looked
okay.
and I said, well, that's not,
Which
that's not
in
the same
normal
number.
circumstances would be fine.
It would be nice if
Rusty.
somebody would announce that during the show and put the right number up on screen for people to look at.
I know. Terrible.
All right. Well, being as we got two people that can compete against each other, you all ready to get this show on the road then?
Yes, please.
Better hurry up.
I am ready with my pink marker. That sounded
All
weird.
right. We got another set of questions here. We're going to ask these questions and get the answers from the panelists. And once we get those written down, we'll ask the contestants to guess what those answers are. And Mr. Timothy Ratliff, you are first. So your question is, or answer, or whatever you want to call it, is this.
We're not on Jeopardy.
Dora is so dumb.
How dumb is she?
How dumb is she?
She's so dumb. She's the only girl in kindergarten with blank.
That's tough.
Again, Dumb Dora is so dumb that she is the only girl in kindergarten with blank. What could it be?
That's hard.
It's got to be something.
Yeah, that is hard, Melissa. Thank you.
Wow.
Don't no sharing answers.
She's the only girl with.
Everyone got something?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Good.
SoCal, do we need to give you another little bit?
No, I got it. It's
You got it?
silly, but I got it.
I don't know.
All right.
I had no
As
idea what
long
to
as-
say. Because it's kindergarten. I can't go there. You know what I
Timothy
mean?
Ratliff, what would be your answer? Dora is so dumb that she's the only girl in kindergarten with blank.
Let's say wide crowns.
White crayons.
Crayons.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and try this out then. Mississippi, what do you got?
So, coming from a Mississippi point of view, shoes.
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 That's the Mississippi answer.
I'll wait till you hear mine, Melissa.
All right.
Too.
Nights that say knee. What was your answer?
You know, my other board works. I said driver's license.
Wow, that's so random. I love it.
That
Just like
was
my shoes.
what I was
That's
thinking.
really good.
Laird
Oh,
Leprechaun.
geez, I didn't think
Yeah,
that
I wasn't
way.
even close. Training wheels. Hell, I didn't know.
Trading wheels. All right.
Man.
Chris Branham. What was your answer?
Boobies. How is intelligence related to boobies? Never mind.
Well, you
That's
know,
another show.
kindergarten-
She's
That's off track after dark. Okay, we'll do that later.
SoCal, what's your answer?
This is the worst ever answer, but here you go.
Cliff Notes for kindergarten. That's awesome.
That was at least
No,
good.
SoCal, that was
It
great.
was an effort. I will have to
That
give
was
that
good.
one.
a little word. So
all
many
right.
words. So many words.
Right. I know.
And we have 0 points in this half of the round. So we're going to have to pick out another answer and see if we can get anything else out here, all right? So I'm going to have to pick a real good one for you here, all right? We'll go ahead and
Following in Rusty's footsteps right here. Oh, I wasn't prepared with another question yet.
You wasn't prepared with another question? All right. Well, let's stick with dumb Dora. Because Dora is so dumb.
How dumb is she?
Dora.
She is so dumb that the first time she was on an ocean liner, she thought that a porthole was a blank. Dumb Dora is so dumb that when she was on an ocean liner, she thought that a porthole was actually a blank.
Nice, you devious person. I can see your eyes.
Remember, SK, you gotta match what these idiots are well, you gotta match what these guys are saying, not what you normally would be the right answer, all right? Everyone ready? All right. SK Thompson. If Dora is that dumb, what do you think she would think that a porthole was?
A butthole.
A butthole. Let's see. Mississippi, do you have butthole?
Mine was the obvious answer again. I felt pressure. It's a window.
That's what it is.
Window.
I know.
That's basically what a porthole is. You should know this.
I know, but my first year in the Navy, my mom bought me stuff
Wait a minute, you were in the Navy?
To decorate the porthole. Never mind. Long story.
That's going to be a good story. I'm going to get that out of you later.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, the Knights that say knee. What was your answer?
Not my first answer, but I went with an exit.
No.
Exit.
Which a butthole should be.
Laird Leprechaun, what was your answer?
Shot hole. Yay.
Shot
Yep.
That's a point. That's close enough.
That is a point.
All right. Chris Branham, what was your answer?
An international gateway to Hades. Interdimensional.
Interdimensional.
My goodness, you called me wordy. What is that?
So many words.
All right. SoCal, you're the last one.
Turlet.
A toilet.
Turlet.
You and me, same thing.
I almost took that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, nope.
If we're doing toilets the same thing as shithole, then we're going to have to take butt out of the yeah. That
All right,
means
what's next?
That means we have no points.
What?
Game.
No, we gotta hurry.
Okay.
All right, if we gotta hurry, all right. We're going to go ahead and go on over here to Mr. Timothy Ratliff again. We give you this question.
Come on, Timothy.
It's a riddle. What's small and green and leaps tall buildings in a single bound? It is super blank.
Reread it.
Reread it. This is a riddle. What is green, small and green, and leaps tall buildings in a single bound? It is super blank. I think this is a tough one.
Oh, wait. I spelled it wrong.
All right. Does everyone have something written down?
Yep.
All right.
That's too many.
Mr. Timothy Ratliff, you got a tough one. So what do you think the answer is?
Super Kermit the Frog.
Super Kermit the Frog. I like that one. All right. Melissa, do you have Kermit the Frog?
No, I put booger frog.
Booger frog. Booger frog. We got frog in there. That's halfway there.
That's half a point. Yeah.
That's half a point.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's a frog.
Knights that say knee. What do you have?
I went with lep.
Small and green.
Lep tall buildings in a single bound. I don't know.
I guess it depends on how much I smoked.
Must have been eating the Mexican jumping beans. All right, Leprechaun, what's your answer?
Frog.
Frog. There's the other half of the point.
All right.
Welcome to the blank game where nothing matters and the points are made up anyway.
Mr. Chris Branham, what'd you get?
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper Man.
Grasshopper Man.
I'm going to call Marvel about that.
SoCal. Super what?
Booger.
Super Booger. Well,
you in the Navy?
You and Melissa were thinking right along the same
Listen.
lines there.
It's small and it's green, and if you flick it right, it will leap a tall building. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Yep.
That's one hell of a
Speaking
flick.
From experience.
No, I had brothers.
If you've got
man.
enough practice flicking things.
All right,
I
SK's up.
had a lot of brothers, so they're pretty nasty.
Come
You know
on,
how it goes.
let's get this done real quick. You ready, SK?
Yep.
All right, SK Thompson. This is
Come on,
yours.
SK.
An Indian said, "Me only wear Indian blanket when tourists around. When tourists leave, me put on blank." Indian says, "Me only wear Indian blanket when tourists are here. When tourists leave, me put on blank." So what would an Indian put on that he wouldn't want the tourists to see him in? Has everyone got an answer? All right. SK Thompson, what would an Indian put on when the terrorists have gone, or the tourists have gone?
With the terrorists.
Wow, there was a Freudian slip right there.
Yep.
I would say a suit.
A suit. Like the whole 3-piece thing?
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if it's a three-piece
Yeah.
suit or a thong or whatever, but just a suit. I was going to say thong, but I thought you people are much more high class than I am. So.
Yes.
Wow, you should have gone with your base instinct on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking to a whole bunch of highbrow people for realsies.
All right, Melissa, what have you got? Do you have thong?
No, but I was thinking of the blanket, so I just went with electric blanket.
Electric blanket.
Yeah, because they don't want them to know that they use technology. They want to think Indians they just
It's
use
electric.
the earth.
Nights that say knee.
I said puffy jacket.
Oh, that's freaking gold, Jerry. That is gold. Damn it.
All right. Laird Leprechaun.
3-piece
suit.
Three-piece suit. Oh my goodness. So we got a full point right there.
We got a tie.
Mr.
With
Chris
the suit.
Branham, what is your answer?
The full suit. A Monty.
The full suit Monty. I think that's enough to carry it over. And SoCal, what is your answer?
I'm sorry, SK.
Oh, a
Feather.
loincloth.
The loincloth. Nice.
Loincloth. I don't understand.
I wonder how a feather would feel up there.
Loincloth.
How would a feather feel up there?
Kind of ticklish.
Very tempting, I'm sure. And I will have to say that it looks like SK won out on this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Timmy.
Thank you guys for
Good
calling
job anyway,
in,
Timmy, though.
Yes,
What would a
definitely thanks for
feathery
calling
thong feel like?
Well, tickly as well.
He'd be laughing all day. Rusty laughed a lot, doesn't he?
And
Well, that depends on which end of the feather you get. There's the
Right.
pointy end, and then there's the knot.
Well,
Ouch.
Rusty and Timothy gets the same gift this time around, which would be the psychic
Microwave
version
oven?
of this game, huh?
Microwave oven or a mixer?
And a case of rice-a-roni.
We'll try.
The San Francisco
San Francisco treat.
But yeah, I'll see if I can get something set up here, and it might not be conventional, but I'll see if I can get something sent to you. If you want to try to get a hold of me by some socials or something there, SK, so that I know where I'm sending it. And I already have Timmy's address, so he's going to be getting something, and he'll find out what it is when he gets it in the mail.
It might be a feather loincloth. You never
It could
know.
be. It could be.
Thank you so much for calling in, all you guys. Rusty, Timmy,
Yeah, it
Timmy,
helps
and
when
SK.
you call the right number.
You're welcome.
It does. It helps
Yeah.
when we stick with a consistent number too. But that didn't.
And
That's true.
while we have time, we probably want to say something about warhorselegacy.org, so that you can go ahead and go look there and figure out some therapy for some of our vets that's dealing with the horses and such. And I don't have a lot of this stuff written down, so I'm trying to shoot off a memory.
They are not associated with the VA. So
I didn't
you
say,
don't
I said
have-
veterans.
I know. I'm saying you don't have.
They
to
help
go through the
veterans in a
hoops
good
that
way.
you do with the VA.
And their families, veterans and their families.
Yep.
And that's important. I think they're pioneers in that, because I've been seeing more equine therapy for veterans and families, but also for psychotherapy popping up. So I think they were on something before. Wait a minute, no bells in a freaking commercial. But
Pirate
yeah, check out
cigars.
warhorselegacy.org and Cancer Bags by Shelley.
Yep.
Thank you for sticking around, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll be
We'll
back
go
next
ahead.
week, and
Yep.
we'll be highbrow then. We'll try.
We're gonna wear our Easter
Yeah,
hats
right.
next Sunday.
Highbrow my butt. We'll see. Rusty will be back. We ain't going to be highbrow.
Could maybe be a highbrow. I'll wear a hat.
There you go. Wear a hat.
You should wear a hat anyway, so that we don't get blinded.